Here's your daily reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you were thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rumbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course, sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts, and for me, that's a badge of honor. Okay, I have zero voice. I was dealing with some personal drama, like, yesterday, and I was yelling a lot. It's okay, it all worked out, but I have no voice, and then I did 2 shows, and here we are. So, okay, the serial killing plastic straw. I can't just talk about the plea deal and the 2-tier justice system with Hunter Biden. I mean, we're going to get into that, but the plot thickens as I'm taping this today. 2 news stories just broke. I'm going to actually pause the video, insert some screenshots, because there's a lot more going on than just Hunter Biden getting a sweetheart deal. So we'll be right back. Okay, I forgot to give you the sea turtle killing plastic straw. I mean, it'd be real easy to give it to Cracky, McCrackhead, Hunter Biden. But I gotta give it to his enablers. The daddy, the DOJ, the IRS, all the people who are making it so that the 2-tier justice system is glaringly obvious. Which in a way is kind of good news, because it's like hitting people upside the head. And it's like waking people up, I hope. Okay, so here's what we learned. I put a tweet out when we found out this new information today. Basically, you know, I'll just set it up, because who knows when you're watching this thing. Okay, if you are a grandma, a pastor, a patriot that was ushered in to the Capitol building on January 6th, set up by the deep state, they're going to throw your ass in jail for 25 years. If you're Donald Trump, who has classified documents that he unclassified, that as president, he had every right to unclassify and possess, why they're going to throw you in jail for 100 years and you make him die in prison. The chief political rival of the current resident of the United States. But, if you're the crackhead son, Cracky McCrackhead son of Joe Biden, a man who possesses a laptop, who used to possess a laptop, paging Dr. Freud, I don't think that was accidental that was left behind to you. Anyway, said laptop has about 430 felonies on it, including child sex trafficking and drug use and drug abuse and maybe incest and maybe child pornography, and certainly hundreds and millions of dollars of bribes, tens of millions of dollars of bribes between you, your daddy, and foreign nationals. If you are that person, do you think you go to jail for the rest of your life? No, of course you don't, because you're the president's son. And what happens to you is you get a slap on the wrist and some tax fine saying, "Oh, you didn't pay taxes," even though they don't want to ask where did that money come from, Hunter. They don't want you asking those questions. No. So he gets a slap on the wrist, 2 tax evasion fines. And they're both misdemeanors, by the way. But the people that walked into the Capitol, those aren't misdemeanors. President Trump, 38 felony counts, those aren't misdemeanors. And then he's got a gun charge that will basically be expunged in 2 years if he stays on the straight and narrow. Now, the thing about the gun charge is this. And when leftists, they don't want to talk about any of this, of course. They're kicking the can, and they're acting like, this is standard operating procedure and nothing to see here. Hunter Biden, when he filled out his federal gun form, which everyone has to do, I did it, you did it, whoever owns a gun had to do it. You have to say, are you addicted to drugs? Have you ever been addicted to drugs? Whatever. Hunter Biden is a known crackhead. Hunter Biden would smoke his socks if they would get him high. So he lied on his federal form and said, no, he does not have a drug problem, and he's not a drug addict, etc. Then, so he gets the gun, and then he has a fight with his then girlfriend, aka his dead brother Beau's wife, which is so effing gross. I can't even put that into words. Like, the thought of being with my brother-in-law is so nasty to me. Like, he's a brother to me. Like, it's so disgusting. The fact that he could do that with his dead brother's wife is just beyond. And evidently she's a crackhead too, or was. So and Joe and Jill, this is how sick the Bidens were. Tangent. There's how sick the Bidens were. When Hunter Biden started banging Haley Biden, she didn't even need to change her name if they got married. When he starts banging this broad, dead brother's wife, Joe and Jill Biden, now never forget who Jill Biden was. Jill Biden was the babysitter. And Joe Biden started banging the babysitter. And then his first wife dies in a car accident with a daughter, I believe. And then he marries Jill. So they wish Hunter and Haley just all the best. They're such good people. Oh, we wish them all the happiness in the world. That's how sick this family is. Anyway, I digress. Haley Biden, Hunter Biden throws the gun in a dumpster right by his school, tells Haley, the wife of his dead brother, go get the gun, and Haley does that. Then the Secret Service cover it up. And I will also remind you that Hunter Biden returned a rental car that still had drug residue in it at some point, and I believe also a weapon that the Secret Service helped cover up. Like, it's like, make it make sense here. Because we all know that if his name was Trump, he'd be under the prison right now. So there's that going on, right? Then today, as I showed you with the screenshots, here's what I tweeted. Side note, this one tweet of mine that I was talking about the submarine, and I might do a video on it, I may not. Maybe I'm going to save that. Okay, so here's what I said. We now know a few more things because of the Biden whistleblower. So there's now 2 more whistleblowers that are coming forward. So they've got the Burisma executive who says that I've got 17 recordings of Joe Biden and me, him basically bribing me to give Hunter Biden a seat on the Burisma board for $83,000 a month. He's got all these recordings, this bribe in action, and he's like hiding somewhere because he doesn't want to get Epsteined. And we've got other whistleblowers who are hiding. There's 2 more whistleblowers that went behind closed doors, got questioned by Republican and Democrat lawyers. We now know a few more things because of the Biden whistleblowers. Number 1, rank and file IRS and DOJ wanted to charge Hunter Biden with many more crimes, and they were prevented by the DOJ, IRS, and Merrick Garland, and also the FBI. So Merrick Garland, of course, is the Attorney General. Merrick Garland is like, there's nothing political about this. Okay. Number 2, IRS whistleblowers, who have both corroborated each other, have said that they obtained Hunter's WhatsApp text, which proved that Joe Biden was in the room when a threat was made to a Chinese official. And the whistleblowers are now being threatened with retaliation at the very least. Number 3, AG Garland and IRS Commissioner lied under oath to Congress when they said there was no political consideration given to Hunter and Joe Biden. Number 4, the FBI slow-walked all of this information to prevent it from coming out before the 2020 election. Number 5, this is all coming out so Biden can take a dive and resign, thereby saving the rest of the deep state from being exposed and ushering in another candidate for 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it in a nutshell. Joe Biden is not going to be the candidate in 2024. He's going to fall on his sword, or they're going to make him take a dive, because now it's time, because there's too much coming out, and even the media, even though I didn't get a call today to come talk about it on Isaiah's show tonight, whatever, the media is not going to be able to ignore this for much longer. So Biden is going to have to resign, and he's going to pardon his whole family and go off into the sunset like the doddering old criminal he is. Now, I said on my show this week, on the Angela Bach show, which you should be listening to, it's going really well, I said, you know, it's not like Joe Biden is a criminal mastermind here. He's just a run-of-the-mill criminal. He's just a thug, right? The people above him are the ones worried about Joe Biden, because Joe Biden is not very smart, and he's also getting a touch of the dementia, so God only knows what he's saying. I mean, he basically blurted out classified information about the Chinese spy balloon in front of a bunch of Democrat donors last week. It was like, okay, dude. So, look, he's going to be taken out one way or the other, because if something happens to him, he's the first domino that will hit Barack Obama, the first black president, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, James Comey, Andrew McCabe, etc., 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 etc. The whole deep state will be exposed if Joe Biden goes, if this continues on, and he starts, and impeachment charges really get moving, which they absolutely should, by the way. So this is going to get very, very interesting, and I don't think this is the last we're going to hear of this. It's only the beginning. When you couple that with his documents that we know that Chinese nationals had access to, when you couple it with us giving, the Pentagon finding another $8 billion to give to Ukraine. I mean, not connected at all to the fact that your son was sitting on the board of Burisma and you were getting money from Ukraine. Nah, I'm sure it's no correlation at all. Look, it's going to get good. It's going to get spicy. Joe Biden, prediction, ain't going to be the nominee for the Democrats. Look for Gavin Newsom or a Big Mike to step in and take his place. All right, guys, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. They will be done. Bye.